turn it down just a little bit, just a little bit, turn it down just a little bit, just a little bit. Use a window shopper. Alright, here we go. Yo. We on Pacific Standard Time this morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, America. America. That's interesting, huh? American. I'm an American. Amor means love. I can. More love I can. More love I can lend. Good morning, Americans. If you got love, and for those you love, you are an American. And if you live in America. Yeah, 7:47. No, 7:42 Pacific Standard Time. We're in the West Coast, man. Yeah. I was just like thinking hella funny ass shit, you know what I'm saying? But I never got the mic on when I'm trying to record this stuff, so anyway. I be on rappers' heads, man. I be on their heads. I don't even let up, you know what I mean? I be go hard to paint. Hey, but the funny thing is though, is I just posted something, right? So I'm heavily banned, and not banned, but shadow banned by the government, you know what I mean? And all the agencies involved, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to hide the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm one artist that is willing to speak it, so, I don't even get to see anybody's comment or anybody's anything. As they try to make me think that, like I don't exist or something like that, like Mr. Invisible Man, but, it's obviously not true. I've been reassured by God that, everything that I'm doing is paying on dividends on the spiritual side, so that's what's important to me, but, yeah, I'll be staying on the number one cat. I'll be standing on the head of, staying ahead of. Is heads off guillotine. Is that food papoose? Because you know what I'm saying. Like, so the backstory is. I'll tell you part of the backstory. Backstory is, and this ain't even really the reason why I don't like this nigga, but it's a part of it though too, because I spent $300 to put this song on the mixtape, and then the fool ain't even push it or nothing. It was just like a money grab for him. 300, shit, I ain't really even had that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a kid that was born at the time, I had another one on the way. I ain't really got a lot of money per se. You know what I'm saying? I got resources, but I don't got money. You know what I'm saying? But resources sufficient for me, God provides, and that's the most important thing. So anyway, aside from that, this nigga charge me price for what seems nice and get jokes. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my song that I did, Mind of a Soldier, back in 2021 or something like that. And I put it on a tape, he ain't push it or whatever. So, it's good, whatever. That's part of the story. And the other part is in the songs. You just got to decipher that, because he know what it is, and we know what it is. Those of us who know, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like Pusha T said. But anyway, that's aside from the point. But look, hey, this nigga, everything that this fool said he was gonna do, he went against. You know what I'm saying? 1.5 no publicity stunt. You know what I mean? This nigga pulling publicity stunts. Ram did 8 years in prison, and this nigga within a matter of a year or two already done fell in love with a boxer girl, with 𝓿 Shields. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, what happens to all the love, nigga? You waited all that time for her to get out, you know what I mean? And then 2 years later, you're already ditching her and trying to publicly humiliate her, even though she got all the cards on the table and everybody love her. I love her too, you know what I'm saying? That's for real. I got mad love for her, as a person and as an artist, and in that spirit, we spiritually, connected like that. You know what I mean? So for you to act like it ain't nothing, Just shows how unspiritually connected you are, and I'm talking to him, not y'all. But so this nigga is goofy though, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff he's saying he was gonna do, he wasn't gonna do, you know. Where do I start? I'm gonna make this real short, but look, I was just thinking of something hella funny how this nigga, like, basically, he online flossing bags, talk about bags and big bags and all that shit, right? And showing money, but where you get the money from though, right? Because you been money you got for the 𝓃𝓁𝓁𝓻 album, 𝓃𝓁𝓁𝓻 album, been gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? And any money from her coming in, you know, that she ain't about to just let you just slide with all that as your ex-wife. Now you definitely ain't getting that bag. So he went and found a cash cow, someone else who could fund his flossing ice sitting in his car operation. You know what I'm saying? Acting like he got bars and shit like that, but really he mundane sequences. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't switch it up. So that's what happened to 𝓃𝓁𝓁𝓻 slid on him, and he ain't had nothing to say since. It's been about 4 months since I put out the first song, Hush Lil Pappy, and he been hush ever since. That's called what you call a gag order, man. A gig order. I was ordered to shut him up. I think God told me to do so in a dream. I ain't gonna put it on him now. Hey, but look, so this nigga, right? I was thinking this. I was like, man, this nigga got so much ice, right? He got so much ice. Why don't you just go sell some of your ice? How much ice do you need? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you don't got money, you know, he had pawn rim chain or something, you know what I'm saying? She ended up getting it out. But this nigga got so much ice, but then, you know, it's the pride, right? Pride comes before the fall. How you gonna go as a rapper, right? Go and sell your jewelry, right? You be talking to town, nigga. Like, yeah, everybody gonna be talking like, that nigga Pat broke. So even if he needed money, his pride is gonna stop him from selling the ice that he don't even wear all the time, except here or there, right? All that Jesus peace, Easter, whatever, nigga. That's a white man on there. That's Jesus Borgias, Caesar Borgias, nigga. That's Juju Caesar, nigga. I'm Julius Caesar on there. But anyway, so nigga wouldn't sell us ice because his reputation. But everybody know that nigga ain't pushing no units, ain't no CDs being sold. What shows here and there? Who go sign up to see papoose who don't want to do no song with no artist hardly? He ain't even do an album with Rim the whole time. They was, you know, together. Not one like compilation album with just the two of them. That would have been awesome back then when that nigga was on that street sweeper shit. I know this nigga music very, very well. I listen to a lot of his music. You know, he wasn't the only artist I listened to, but I listened to him when I thought he was solid. I listened to him, and you know, but how a person end up being really is how is tell of their character. You know what I'm saying? Who you are as a person eventually comes out. You know, and if you don't cultivate good aspects, you know, like what 𝓃𝓭 had him on some, you know, soldier type stuff, and then he ran into 𝓚𝓴𝓐𝓏, told him stop rapping about killing your own people, you know what I mean, and all this gun talk and all that, and he switched it up, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, he's still rocking, you know, Christian pieces, which I'm a Christian too, but I'm not a hypocrite though. I'm a Christian, Muslim, and a Jew. Because they're all connected, you know what I mean? So this nigga don't want to get the Muslims credit for setting them straight, you know what I'm saying? Got rid of the you know, you could have kept your soldierism, you know what I'm saying, about you. This nigga go Good Morning America, Regis and Kelly on the streets. Self-proclaimed head of hip hop at TuneCore. Cartoon ass nigga, Bugs Bunny, man. Bugs Benny. Benny long, been a long time since I seen him. Now he Big Bird. He ain't trying to come out to Sansomi though. Don't know if you seen him on Sansomi. I ain't saw him on Sansomi either. Said so me. Simon Says. So I'ma say is, nigga, hop on the mic, nigga, and catch this fade, nigga. Bananas Pachangas, nigga. Check out the new song, y'all. Bananas Pachangas online, in addition to the other songs. I got that song, I got that album out there, you know, dedicated to support my sis, you know, my spiritual love interest, who I'm interested in showing some more love, you know, if we cross paths. We could build something, you know what I mean? But if not, I'm here as a brother, regardless, you know, people's champ, you know, and the champ of not just her, but good women in general, you know, from all backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? And I don't go call white and black and all that. I just call dark witty, light witty, you know what I'm saying? Dark and light, you know what I'm saying? Because white is the absence of color, and the so-called white women I've seen got color. You know what I'm saying? They got color. They got brown hair. They got green blue eyes. They got, you know, skin is like, you know, tan, light, like more like peachy. You know what I'm saying? Like white. What's white? What's black? Black? Nah, dark. I do dark and I do light, witty. And so I support all my light and dark, witty women, and, you know, women have children and their brothers and all that. So anybody that's real, I'm gonna be a people's champ for you, just like Pac was. You feel me? And that's all I got to say about this morning, on the 15th of August. And I'm seriously about to retire rapping, because, you know, the type of music I'm doing is very, very controversial to the people that don't want to accept the truth. But to others, it's just music, you know what I'm saying? And music is art expression. You think about all the artists that came all the way from the 60s all the way down, further beyond that, 20s, you know what I'm saying? It was always an element to it that was pushing the line and the limit. And here's another thing. Last thing. If you don't give credit for jazz creating hip hop, you don't fucking know history. Okay? The form that it's in had some beginnings in the places that are stated, but that is not the place where it was birthed. It was birthed as a result of jazz music, which started before the 20s. Actually goes back way, way longer than you're willing to even look into history. But we will give Bronx credit, because Bronx gave hip hop the toughness, the grittiness that it got. Yeah, for sure. And Herc and all them, you know what I mean, get credit for sure. But that is not where it solely started from, because Bebop, okay, yeah, go way back. Bust a bitch back in your history lesson, nigga, and figure that shit out, nigga. Cause you are ignoring that glaring fact that even James Brown was rapping. Pop got a brand new bag. You know what I'm saying? The rhythms and all that. He rap better than you, nigga. Nigga, I rap better than you. Nigga, I wrap a circle around you, man. How you mummified, you know what I'm saying? How you terrified. You don't want to ride, nigga. I'ma slide like with some ski boots on the Aspens, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be asking you what happened, you know what I'm saying? Where Busta Rhymes go? That nigga over there yapping, and then he ran down, he slid down an avalanche, and that's the last time we saw that cat, man. Do the math, man. Don't trip. Gems will be back, man. All right, I'm out. Y'all have a good day.